Okay, another question I have for you is, Nagarjuna, isn't he connected with the Mahdyamika school? And what is the relationship of that to, I'm asking my real questions now, of Vashubandhu and Yogacara? What are the connections of these guys? I can't really always tell what's the difference.
Well, sometimes in the Tibetan schools where they make these systems, tenet systems, they say that Yogacara school is not quite as complete view as the Mahdyamika school of Nagarjuna, that it tends to reify the mind, for example. But recently I've been hearing various scholars from Mahdyamika and Yogacara people saying that actually when you go to the root original teachings of these schools, that they differ hardly at all. Yogacara and Mahdyamika are basically saying the same thing. Slightly different systems and ways of looking at it, but the views are completely in accord. And they basically, suchness or emptiness is the ultimate view in both schools.
It's taken me years to study this stuff to kind of even vaguely understand it, and I feel frustrated sometimes because some of these kids come from college for apprentice programs and they've got degrees, in philosophy. They got a bachelor's or a master's in philosophy, and it's like, no problem. They just swing right into the conversation. What do you think is the best preparation to be able to understand this stuff besides, do you have any shortcuts for people who might be interested in what these teachings have to offer?
I think it just takes a lot of patience and time spent hearing the teachings over and over and from different perspectives. There's a lot of really great Western teachers teaching in English and writing in English, and they have all put things in a slightly different way. So I think more and more hearing different angles on how people are putting it, and reading and hearing again and again and again, I think is the best way. And also, of course, meditation helps to just settle the mind, because we have to be pretty concentrated and still to absorb such difficult teachings also.
So you're actually studying with your mind first, intellectually. You do intellectual study, and then do you meditate on this, or do you just kind of let your mind do its thing, your brain do its thing, and let this stuff kind of percolate through?
There's two different approaches, and maybe others in between also. And but one way it's often put is you do the conceptual, intellectual study till you're convinced, till your mind develops some conviction. And conviction is not exactly intellectual. It's based on the conceptual, intellectual reasonings, but the conviction itself, it's like a trust. It's like a feeling, actually, of like, yes, I know this is so, on a level that's even beyond the words. And then bringing that feeling of conviction into meditation that's in a non-intellectual way.
So that conviction, in a way, because you're focusing on the material, is a kind of meditation when you're studying in an intellectual way.
Yeah, it's all meditation. In Zen, we usually don't say try to think in this very conceptual way, but these are valid Buddhist meditations to analyze and conceptually think about things in order to liberate our minds from their stuck patterns.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.